Hi, this is Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live, and I welcome you back to my channel this week. As you know, we are looking at quotes from the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in celebration of his birthday month. The Reverend Dr. King had much to teach us about life, about living with each other, and about valuing others. But before we go any further, I would like to ask you to please take a moment to hit the thumbs up if you like my content, and then please do share this video. Of course, I ask you also to hit the notification bell so that you will know whenever I post a new video and that you will subscribe to the channel. Now, last week we spoke about communication and how it helps us as leaders. Today, we're going to speak a little bit differently. We're going to speak about values. Now, values are something that we talk about all the time. We talk about what we value, who we value, the values that we live, and the Reverend Dr. King spoke about them as well. As a matter of fact, last week I ended with a quote that was a bit of a values quote that spoke about our lives begin the day we become silent about things that matter. Now, I'd like to continue, though, with some other quotes that he made about values. And one of them is this: the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands, or a woman is not where she stands in moments of comfort or convenience, but where he or she stands in times of challenge and controversy. Those are the times that really try men's soul, to quote a very old figure from the past. What are the times that try your soul? What are the moments of controversy that you have had to stand through? And have you stood on your values? As a matter of fact, have you thought about what your values are? Because very, very often we speak about values, but we don't necessarily really have at the forefront of our minds what we value in life. Whether we value honesty or integrity or excellence. And speaking of excellence, I have another quote from Dr. King, which is really very, very interesting because it speaks about excellence no matter where you are in life and no matter what you do in life. And the quote is this: all labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. So whether you're the janitor or you're the CEO or the CFO or the accounting clerk, you should be executing your job with excellence. That's going to show where your values really are. Are you really willing to put the time and the energy and the work into doing an excellent job because it is a benefit to others, a benefit, if you will, to humanity? And then the final quote that I'd like you to think about is: if a man has not discovered something that he will die for, he's not fit to live. No one else can speak that quote into our hearts and into our minds and into our psyches like the Reverend Dr. King can or could, because he was willing to stand up for and die for what he believed. And my question to you today is not that you're wanting to die, because none of us wants to do that, but what are you willing to perhaps lose a promotion over? What are you willing to perhaps even be fired over? What are you willing to just say, no, I will not do that, and if there's a problem, I will deal with the problem and go forth? We must think about those things, and we need to think about them beforehand, because when a difficult situation approaches us, it is too late to decide. So, what I'd like to ask you to do this week is to stop and think about what your values are. What are those things that you are willing to lose a promotion, to perhaps not be hired on a job, perhaps lose a friendship or a relationship over? Because those are the things that really do matter in life. And those are the things that you must, must have thoroughly settled in your heart and in your spirit before they approach you, so you will know where you stand. Thank you so much for listening. And again, please do hit the thumbs up or the heart, depending on where you're listening from. And please do subscribe and share. Again, thank you. I look forward to coming back to you next week.